Hi guys, welcome back to the Reupload podcast, and today it's episode 14, season 2, or I've lost count what specific number of episode it is in season 2, but today with Jordan Dulieu. You want to tell the world about yourself?
Hey guys, my name's Jordan Dulieu. I went to Scots. I'm an actor, and I'm just trying to grind in life.
That's what's up. So when did you start getting into acting? Tell me about it. Tell me the process. Tell me everything.
So I started, it's kind of a weird movement because I started really young singing.
Yeah, I remember that back in the day.
Yeah. So I used to sing a lot, and in primary school, I joined the choir, and I really liked that, and I did piano lessons, but I kind of would sing over the piano. And so mum at a very early age was like, hey, let's go. Year 1 was like, hey, let's try and get you into some singing classes outside of school. Let's do that. And so she went to sign me up for Brent Street, and the course at the time for that age group, you had to do singing, dancing and drama. And I really loved the singing component, but I found that I really, really loved the acting as well. So after a year or so of doing these little classes, I got an agent. I said to mum, I'd love to start, doing some shows and things, combine the two, do some music and some acting in the same sort of sphere. And I got an agent, and through sort of private singing lessons, around year 5, I did my first professional show. Albert Herring at the Opera House. It was an opera. Yeah.
Tell you something funny. My mum always gets you and your brother super confused.
Oh really?
Because she still remembers you two back in the day. And I'm like, yeah, I'm having Jordan on the podcast, and she was like, oh yeah, the one that sang at the Opera House, right? I'm like, yeah, he used to sing back in the day.
Yeah.
So that's always funny to bring back up.
Yeah. So that's when I did my first show. It was around 9, I think.
9. And
that was an opera, so I really enjoyed the stage. I really, really liked the acting side of it. So I kind of took that and took it to the next thing, which was musical theatre. And then from musical theatre and sort of dance and drama and whatnot. Loud car.
Yeah, that's the most annoying thing, being on the main road, and I can't block out any more audio than already is.
Yeah, it's fine.
Sorry about that. Go on.
Yeah, but from there, I kind of found stage sort of stuff, plays and things, and I through that agent I started doing ads, and I really enjoyed being on set, and I just got really lucky, and got into film and TV from there. I did my first sort of film and TV thing I did was House of Hancock.
Did say that on the IMDb. Love that website.
Yeah, it was House of Hancock, which was awesome. It was such a great experience working with Sam Neill and Mandy.
Oh wow!
Oh
shit!
Which was so cool. Learned so much. From him, just from one scene. I walked in going, "This is how I'm gonna do it," and he went, "Dude, chill." Chill, dude. Just as if we were having a conversation that we were 5 minutes ago, and I was like, "Oh, okay, I get it now." And just from then, I've just been really lucky doing film and TV, which is great.
That's dope. What would you say you learnt the most from? Would you say you learnt your most from doing? Did you do generic NIDA classes or NIDA courses, or would you say you learnt more from being on set, seeing what's going on?
So I always say that you will always learn the most doing the work. I've learnt so much just from being on set and just from meeting new people and seeing how they work. That's where you're going to learn the most. But acting courses and things like that, I still do. I've done it since I was 7, and I still do them just because it's so great just to meet people in the industry and just to make those connections with people. It's something that's so pivotal to the industry and to making a name for yourself in this industry. So but I think you'll always learn the most on set. For sure. Okay, that's mad.
And okay, if say there's a kid out there right now, what would you say them do? So say they want to be on Euphoria, for example. That's super out of reach, but hypothetically, just some TV show. What would you say that process? Would you be what would you What would you recommend?
It's kind of a hard one because everyone has a unique to the industry. I would just say, if you want to give it a red hot crack, just do it. Don't put it off. Sign up for Star now. Go get some experience on a set. Being an extra or just something. Because the more people you meet, the more people you know. The more work you'll get. Because they'll go, oh, this person, this is great. He'll be great for this, or he can come help work on this. And if you just go to plays and you go to events and things like that, you'll always learn and meet so much more people. And a lot of people sort of think, oh, it's so easy, I want to do this sort of side hustle, hobby thing. I'll just get an agent and I'll get work. And it's it's so much more complex. I know people that have done a year at NIDA, done the diploma course, and are still struggling to get agencies. Wow. I mean, I got so lucky at a young age. Because I couldn't have gone to NIDA or anything. And I had done work that they were like, we'll get you in early. And that's sort of before it all blew up. Everyone wants to do it now. Especially like around our age. There's so many people that just want to give it a red hot crack.
Mate, I'm trying to at the moment. I just applied for one of those NIDA courses.
Oh, really?
So I'm like, you know what, let's give this a shot. This is something I've been wanting to do, mate, since I was like 12 years old. But I never got to it.
Oh, just give it a red hot crack. Because there's nothing more rewarding than watching something back that you've worked on. Like, that worked. That was cool.
And I've spoken to a friend of mine that did he did one of those film courses. Did you ever have that thought of doing a film course after high school, or doing a uni degree, or like I assume there's certain acting degrees or something you can do. Did you ever think about doing something like that?
I did, and I still do.
It's never too late.
But it's kind of a tough one because I would love to do one of those courses, but after school last year, 2020, I got really lucky, and I did 2 films, Before Dawn and Everything in Between. And I was supposed to do an Australia-wide tour with A2IP doing a play called Follow Me Home.
So I remember you posting that on Instagram.
Which unfortunately...
So is that just not going ahead at all?
Unfortunately because of COVID.
That's unfortunate.
All arts workers got affected in different ways, so that affected me, and that got cancelled. Fucking sucks.
Sorry about that.
It's alright.
Move on. We move on.
We live and we learn. I'm doing another play later this year.
Oh, that's good.
So, that'll be good.
And you've done what? Plays, TV, movie?
Yeah.
What do you like to do the best? And what's like the biggest differences?
So I've always said stage will always be my home. Like that's where my heart is. That's where I'll always feel most comfortable. That's where I'll always get my best work done. Is in a theatre, because that's where I've sort of been raised. Grown up. But TV and film is where I want to go. That's where I want to do the predominant amount of work. So I love both of them equally. But stage will always be my first love. And my my passion. But the biggest difference is like it's crazy how you're talking rugby and soccer.
Really? Bloody hell.
Like it's because with stage you've got to learn an entire script and perform that in one go. You don't have a retake. You gotta just do it. And if you stuff it up,
unlucky mate.
There's tomorrow night. Sorry, audience. But and with film and TV, like everything is so, even film and TV is so different. But like everything is so minute. Like any sort of minor expression you put on your face, it'll pick up
everything,
and it'll read differently than like if you tried doing that in a theater. Everyone would be like, "Is this dude acting or just standing there?"
No, it's mad. That's mad. Did you do a lot of like plays and stuff like in school?
Heaps. Man. I did. I think I was doing like 2 productions a year.
Oh shit!
Which is, for school that's
a lot.
That's kind of all you can do.
Mate, do not bully the drama kids, everybody. Do not bully the drama kids, because look, they might turn out to be like an actor. You might see them on your TV.
Drama kids at school it's such a funny thing. There's such a stereotype, and it's so funny because it's just so it's. I was at school yesterday. I coached table tennis.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out to Woodhams as well.
Shout out to Woodhams. We coached table tennis at Scots together. So boys. But like just that culture of between like, the super sporty guys. And then you got the artsy guys. Like it's so different. It's such a different culture, but then at the same time it's not. Like there's so when you're in that environment, you're like, whoa, we're so different. You're a drama loser and I'm a cool footy guy, or like something like that. And then you kind of come back into school after, and you go, you guys are the same. You want the same things. Like you want success,
exactly,
and you want you want to have friends and be a cool dude. And it's just high school's such a funny time.
About high school, you filmed was it a big movie? I don't know. I saw it everywhere on the internet. When I remember back then, I always see on Instagram, you did the My Pet Dinosaur.
My Pet Dinosaur.
What was like that during school, as in like pressure-wise? Would you get a lot of people coming up to you being like, Jordan, you weirdo, you're filming a movie. Why are you on my iPhone all the time? Anything like that?
It was kind of a weird time because I shot it at the start of 2016, January 2016.
So it would have been
going into year 9.
Year 9, yep.
Which was Glengarry for me.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Yeah.
You got to tell me about that.
For those who don't know, Glengarry is like Scots does a 6-month camp where they send you down the coast.
So brutal.
You don't have your phone and you have to write letters to your parents.
Oh, really?
And stuff. Like,
wow.
There's like no sugar.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I went straight from My Pet Dinosaur. We wrapped My Pet Dinosaur, and I went from the set to Glengarry.
Shit, how long was the shoot for that?
A month.
Oh, okay,
so
not too bad. Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, I went there, and I walked in with my dick swinging, going, shit, yeah, I'm a king.
I'm the fucking boy.
Fucking man. I just shot a movie. I'm going to be on the fucking big screen. I'm a sick lad. I walked in thinking I was the biggest dude. And instantly got my shit rocked. No one gave a flying fuck. And talk about a humbling experience. And changed me.
Really?
Really just put things into perspective, because I went in with this mentality of like, I'm really cool.
Fucking truck.
Thinking like, I've just done this film. I'm gonna, I've made it now. I'm gonna start getting heaps of movie work and TV work, and that's just not the reality. Like it is just not the reality. Like I know guys who have done, big films. Like Unbroken and Pirates of the Caribbean.
Shit.
Who, just like my mate, he's delivering wine. Like,
oh my
it's
God.
It's so tough. The industry is so
unpredictable, you would say as well?
Yeah, man. It's just, it's you never know when you're going to work, and you never know how long you're going to work for. Like I could get a call from my agent right now, and they could be, hey man, you're going to Canada for 2 years in a week. Pack your shit. It's just, it's so unpredictable.
And are you willing to do that? Like, are you willing to move anywhere?
Yeah, of course, dude. Like, but the whole thing, like with school, back to your question, it is it's a weird thing because people obviously think it's cool. But also at the end of the day, no one really gives a shit. You're just a kid.
Just a kid on the TV.
Normal kid, and they know you before and after. And they're not gonna treat you any differently.
Would you say you got more shit? Like,
Yeah, well, because everyone knew me before.
Yeah,
I came in with I was like, yeah,
I'm the big dog.
I'm a man.
Yeah.
And they're like, that's not you.
Yeah.
Like, that's who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah,
Get him out of the room. Mm-hmm. What a loser. And I copped my shit for it.
Yeah.
Copped a little bit of shit.
Mate,
got a little bit
that.
bullied, but growth.
Exactly.
Growth and stuff through that, which is great.
When you look back now, would you say like, maybe
I
wouldn't have done that? What do you think?
I would have punched myself.
Oh, really?
In the face.
Were you just being like a bit of dick or like?
Not really being a dick, but I don't know. I think I got a big ego inflation, which is not great. Anything. No, not at all. Like I hate egotistical people, and partially because of that, you know, because I had to grow and learn. I think it came at such a good time because of Glengarry. I did not get away with it, which is so good. I think. Like it's so good. Because if I got away with it, then I'd be a dickhead. Yeah. Yeah, true. Yeah, and there's nothing worse than someone with an ego bigger than they deserve. You know.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
And after that, like, what did you do much for work after that during school? Or was that like your only thing?
So after that, what did I do?
Was it even before we get to that? Sorry.
Yeah.
Was it tough, like doing schoolwork, and then like flipping the switch and being like, oh, I've got to go shoot a movie for a month?
Well, the good thing about that was that I shot it in the school holidays.
Oh, okay, that's
so that was really cool. I mean, there was a couple of times like reshoots and stuff. I had to, leave Glengarry and go back to the Blue Mountains. And it was fine.
Yeah, okay.
Year 9 is such a nothing.
Yeah, to be fair.
Like it's such a bullshit.
Yeah.
It's just a time.
Bro, I don't remember what the fuck I did in year 9,
exactly.
honestly.
Year 9 and year 10, you just, doing nothing. Underage drinking. That's it.
Oh, mate, of course. Who doesn't?
Yeah. Sorry, what was your other question?
Oh, God, what did I forget? Shit, did you film anything else during school?
Oh, so I did My Pet Dinosaur, and then, I had that thing of like, all right, cool, I've just done a film, I'm going to get more work. And I didn't get anything.
So that period did happen?
Yeah. It happens all the time. You can get so much work and then have nothing. So I think the next job I booked was year 12.
Oh, God.
And that was Follow Me Home with A2IP, which is a play.
The play, God, it was in the works for that long.
Yeah, well, so we did a season in 2019.
Yeah.
Follow Me Home was a play about youth homelessness and domestic violence.
Oh, wow.
So it was pretty full on, but a beautiful story.
Yeah.
Like, really great.
Stories that need to be told.
Yeah. Written by Lewis Treston. It was amazing, and it was such a great experience, but the season was kind of like a, hey, someone pick us up, let's go into it sort of thing.
Yeah.
And we did, we got picked up, and we went. We were supposed to go on tour 2 years later. We were supposed to go on tour the year after, but COVID happened. And they were supposed to do it last year, and then COVID happened again, which sucks.
Have they talked about like trying to actually do it like next year or sometime this year?
I think we buried it. I think it's
really just gave up.
Yeah.
Did you ever film it or anything?
Yeah, it's filmed. Like they filmed one of the OG performances.
Yeah. Have they thought about putting that up somewhere?
Yeah, it's online.
Oh, okay, that's good, I guess.
It's on the ACYP
so at least people can
website,
see your work.
Yeah, so I think they look at it in schools and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Which is really cool.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, really rewarding. But yeah, and then after Follow Me Home, that's when I booked Before Dawn and everything in between, which was the following year, which was really good.
You got to tell us about Before Dawn. Before Dawn. Obviously, that's not out yet, right?
No, November this year.
Okay, so you probably can't say too much, but like...
I can talk about the experience.
Yeah, tell us about... So you worked with Ed Oxenbould, who's done Paper Planes.
Yeah.
And so what is it like? And you obviously know him quite well. You last time spoke.
He's my roommate to be.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So tell us about that experience with him, being on set, and then how'd that come about?
So it's a funny story of why Ed's involved. So I booked Before Dawn, and Ed had done a film with Levi Miller, who was also in Before Dawn. We both signed on.
Yeah.
And I was hanging out with Ed, and Levi was coming to Sydney, and he was like, "Hey, you guys are doing this film together. You guys should meet in Sydney before you guys go to Western Australia and film together."
Yeah.
I was like, "Hell yeah, dude! Like that's such a good idea. Let's do it. Let's take it up." And so we were, us three hanging out, Ed, Levi, and I, and Will Gibb, and Ed was like, because Ed had been offered a role, I think, and wasn't too sure about it. I think he had something else in the pipeline at the time, and then he was hanging out with us, and he went, "Fuck it, he's like, I'm gonna try to get on this film and come to it. It'll be so much fun. Come to Western Australia for a couple of months with you two."
Yeah, mad.
And so he got in contact with Jordan Prince-Wright, the director, and through our agent, he was able to get the role.
Oh wow!
Which is sick. And we, the three of us, sort of went over knowing each other, and then we met our other friends, Trav Jeffries and Tim Franklin, which we're all now really, really good friends.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was just such a crazy experience, and such like a mind-boggling. Like it shocks me looking back on it that happened.
Especially to a film with like mates you already knew. That's
exactly.
Sick. That's so sick.
Yeah.
That's
well, because I've known Ed since kindergarten.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we went to school together.
Oh, do you go to Scots as well?
No. He went to we went to Rosebud Public School.
Yeah.
And
Cousin went there.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Who?
Oh, he's mad young. He's he just started high school.
Oh right. Yeah. So me and Ed, we were in the same kindy class actually, and he was best mates with my twin brother Baxter. From kindy to like year 4, I think.
Yeah.
And then we lost touch, and then Gib blew up on TikTok, and Ed was doing TikTok at the same time.
Oh, okay.
And they met, and then Ed was like, "Hey man, you know Jordan?" And then Gib was like, "How do you know Jordan?" And then we were like, "Oh," and then we started hanging out.
Small world, eh?
Such a small world, such a small industry as well, the arts. Everyone knows everyone.
All the Australian actors, like you all like know each other pretty well, you'd say?
Well, it's just... It's not so much that we all know each other, it's that we're all interconnected.
Interconnected,
Everyone will know someone. Like if I went to Queensland, I could say, you know this person, and they go, you've worked with them as well, and it's like everyone sort of has a mutual.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Which is really cool. It's
a good culture. Like
such a great culture. Yeah.
Is it competitive? Would you say like pretty competitive? Like you're hearing stories about like American stuff, how crazy it is.
I think that's the difference between America and Australia.
Yeah.
I mean, I've not done a lot of. I've not been to America yet to do work, but from what I've heard and seen, the American market is so competitive.
I've seen many podcasts and videos about that.
Yeah, like everyone's, like I think I read or was watching a YouTube video about Christian Bale for American Psycho, and he was ringing people up going, "Don't accept the role, that's my role," and stuff like that, which is
Jesus Christ, I did not know that.
So intense, but like, I mean, he got the role and he did a phenomenal job.
Killed it.
But I think the difference between Australia and America is that, I mean, I can't really speak much on America, but I know that Australia, everyone is just so supportive of each other.
That's what you want at the end of the day.
Which is so good.
Yeah.
Like Ed and I go for the same roles like every week. We're always going for the same roles. Yeah,
well, you're both young,
young white dudes.
I don't want to say that.
Well,
young white men.
But he'll come help read for my audition.
Oh, that's great.
And I'll go to his house. And it's so supportive.
Yeah, well, that's what you want at the end of the day. Yeah,
it is, man. And like he got a role over me recently.
Yeah.
I couldn't give a shit.
Yeah.
Sick.
That's
so fucking cool.
Yeah, good on him.
He got, he's working. That's all.
Yeah.
Because the Australian industry is so it's so tough that when you hear that someone's got work, it's like you're excited for them,
That's awesome.
Which is great. I think that's an awesome thing that we do as Aussies.
Yeah, mate, we are fucking drink a beer and be about, that's about it.
Just be fair income, yeah.
Exactly, mate. We completely got off track. What were we saying? The film. So how was it before dawn?
It was good, man. It was fucking intense.
Yeah. I could sit the pictures alone. It looked intense.
Yeah, dude. Like I was.
Did you have to do like prep work? Because I assume you were like holding a gun for most of the movie.
Yeah.
Did they teach you like?
It's so funny, dude.
Yeah.
We got there, and the director Jordan Prince, right?
Yeah.
The first sort of just before, I think it was a week out.
Yeah.
He goes, here you go, guy. I don't have much experience around guns. Like we live in New South Wales. We're in the city. We don't handle a lot of guns.
Shot one in America once.
Yeah, exactly. There's that. Like we don't get around guns.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're sort of Western Australians sort of know guns a lot more.
Yeah.
Like they have a much looser culture around guns.
Yeah.
And we got there, and he goes to all of us sort of living in the house.
Yeah.
He goes, here you go, guys, and hands us a authentic World War I gun. And it had been, rendered, so you couldn't use it. But he goes, here you go, carry this around for the rest of the shoot.
Yeah.
And I'm holding a gun. I've never held a gun.
Yeah.
I'm holding this gun going, what the fuck? I've got a gun in my hand, and he's telling me to walk around the streets with it. He was like, yeah, just sleep with it. Every time you go to the toilet, carry it with you. Like, he wanted us to get so familiar with it, and he wanted us just to have it on us at all times. And we were like, okay. And so, like we chuck them in the boot, and we were like, maybe we shouldn't walk into Woolies with guns. And so we were like, okay, maybe we won't walk into Woolies with them, but we'll walk around everywhere else. But we would bring them in the car with us anyway, and we'd just pile them into the back of our Hyundai i30. And it never happened, but just this worry always came over me.
You would.
Because the boot was open. You could see into the boot. If someone would just walk past, it's a small town, and see 5 guns and go,
hey, yo.
Hold on.
What's going on here?
And, maybe break into the car and steal them. Or just do something crazy. But, it was such a fun, such a crazy and hectic experience. 4 a.m. wake-ups. And you get there and you have to get into wet, muddy costumes because, they haven't had time to dry them. Because, you're in mud all day. And these costumes, which were the World War I soldiers, not costumes, the uniforms, were just like cotton. And, cotton doesn't dry very well at all.
Not at all.
Especially when you've been in mud and shit all day. And so, you get there 4 a.m., you chuck these wet, muddy costumes on, and just immediately your morale would just go... you're tired.
Yeah, I can imagine.
You're tired, you're wet, and, it's raining, or, it's just ridiculously sunny. But at the end of the day, it's such a hard thing to complain about because, what you're there for is to tell the story of World War I Anzacs who didn't get to go home and have a warm shower, and, they didn't get to, that this was reality for them. When you're on set, it's so easy just to, become complacent and go, I'm tired, and complain and go, I'm tired, I'm wet. Someone get me a water. But then you think about it and you go, this happened. It's so eerie.
So you're really playing the character. Is your character based off a real person, or is it a real person?
So the whole film is based off diary entries from World War I soldiers. And from Western Australia. So my character is a fictional character. He's his name's Ned. And I think all the characters are just based off sort of diary entries and experiences. That's what the whole film's about. So, but it was crazy, man. We'd be lying lying down on the floor, and you know, 1.5 meters away from you, they'd be the equivalent of a hand grenade buried 0.5 meter into the floor, exploding.
Fuck. Jesus Christ.
Which is like, you think about it and you go, yeah, but then like you really think about it and you go, holy shit, that's a hand grenade.
I know, and they had to fucking deal with this, bro.
Yeah, and they had to deal with it, but like also from like a 2022 perspective, I've never seen an explosion.
Wait, it was an actual proper hand grenade?
It was a bucket bomb, which is the equivalent. Yeah. But like, yeah, man, it's crazy. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
It's so much fun and so rewarding, but so exhausting. There's I've got a really funny photo of my friend Travis Jeffries, who did the film.
Yeah. At
the start of the shoot, and he's in uniform and he's got the biggest smile on his face. And then I've got another photo of him like a week before we wrapped.
I could imagine.
He just looks defeated. Like his eye, you can see, it's all in the eyes, man. You can see like his eyes are just so
had
like,
enough. Yeah.
Oh. And you know, that's just how we felt. Because you just do. It's the acting side of it is just, it's so intense.
Yeah.
Like it's nothing compared to what the real World War I soldiers went through. But like, you know,
you still had to like live. I assume you lived pretty similar to.
Oh, not
like, live, but like you acted.
Not really, but like, you know, we
you did have
sort
close.
of got the got the vibe. Like I didn't have to act much.
Yeah.
Because you know it was depressing.
Yeah.
It was really, really tough.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a funny thing.
Yeah.
But like from like, you know, a 2022 perspective, we've not seen much war. We've not really been exposed to that. That's kind of like. That was sort of part of that time, you know. Everyone was, you know, wanting to go fight this war, and
we would have been forced to fight in this war.
We would have been forced to fight in this war, but it's such a crazy thing, sort of stepping into their shoes to some capacity. Yeah.
So, mate, we were speaking off camera for a bit about method acting, and you know, obviously for this role, did you ever think about going full method?
Fuck no. No way. Levi was gonna not do method, but sort of go all out and you know, eat hardtack, which is sort of just this flour. It's just like like boiled flour or something.
Yuck.
It's fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
He was and do that and like do a meat ration.
Oh God, horrible.
We got to the first week of filming and he was like, no, fuck that.
Mate, I want a fucking zinger box, fuck off.
Yeah, fuck that. I need some chips. I need some chips and some James Squire. Yeah, because, you know, method acting is such an interesting concept because, you know, the concept of it is that you have to stay in character all the time. Like there's sort of people that do part-time method acting where they get to set and then as soon as they step on set, they're in character. But there's some people that hold it the whole time, like even in personal life, which I think is, you know, it can be dangerous. Like kudos to people that can do it. But, you know, for me personally, I need to be able to wind down and come out of it at the end of the day. Like I need to be able to come home and have a beer and play some PlayStation.
Yeah. You need to, mate. Fucking hell, I don't get it. Mate, just hearing these stories about like Leto and I assume Bale would probably do a bit of method for some of his roles.
I'm sure he does. But it's like you hear about some dumb method stuff. Like have you seen Hereditary?
Who was in that? I've heard. Hereditary.
What's her name? Aussie actor.
Hereditary.
I've fully forgotten her name.
Kate Blanchett. Nicole
Kidman. No, Kate Blanchett. Kate Blanchett.
Yeah, that's one just came out though recently.
A few years ago. I think it's Kate. That's really
anyways,
bad if it's not, don't crucify me.
Sorry, guys.
Anyway, there's a guy that plays like the brother, and he apparently did method for it, and it's just like, why, man? Why?
No.
Like, good if he needed that to sort of get the truth, then sure, but like also like. Fuck that.
Oh, yeah.
The only time I've ever done method was for my HSC performance which required it because my character had gone through electric shock therapy and was so like violently traumatized. So like that, and it wasn't full time. I only did it like part time when I needed. When I stepped into a theater, I would just try and work into it. But I'd have to pick the right project to do it again. It just takes so much energy out of you, and acting takes so much out of you anyways without having to stay in character the whole time. So, yeah.
How do you mentally prepare for like auditions and just a gig in general?
Yeah, I think, hang on.
Yeah, right. Drink your water, mate. Hydrate.
Thank you very much. It's such a funny thing. Mentally, I think when you start out, it's really hard.
Yeah.
Because you have to build that sort of armored shield around getting rejected so much. Like you get 95% of auditions will be a no. Like you won't even hear anything back. Like it's not even that you get a no. It's nothing. Radio silence.
Does that like stuff with your head? Have you had problems with that yet?
I don't think it does for some people. It's never affected me because I started so young. And because it's sort of just been my life.
You just
and
know
I'm used to that rejection. But you know, I don't really know how I'm mentally prepared because I'm so used to it now. Like it's such a funny thing, auditions. Like you could be going, you could get like 4 in a week and be hammered and slammed, or there could be a month period where you don't get anything. So like, I'm kind of just used to just getting an audition, doing it, and then sending it off. And then if I hear something back, that's like, fucking awesome. But yeah, like I said, 95% of the time it'll be radio silence, which, it does fuck with people. It would. And a lot of people can't handle that and drop off and drop out and go, this isn't for me. Like they hate me. I'm not good enough. But like I think for like anyone out there trying to do it and who wants to do it, the whole principle of like you can get rejected for having too big eyebrows, or for like having too big of a nose, or you're 4 centimeters too tall. Or you just don't look like someone else. You could be the best actor in the room. You could be the best actor they've seen all day. But if you don't look like you fit, that's enough for them not even to get in contact with you. So like just for anyone sort of wanting to get into it and wanting to give it a crack, don't be afraid of rejection. Use it. Use it and make that part of what builds you to strive for the next audition and to work on the next audition, and just stick to it, because like I said before, like there was a 5-year period where I didn't work. And like that's, you get these testing times, man. Like you really do. But I got more work.
There you go.
I got 2 more films and 2 plays, which is after 5 years is such a weight off your shoulder.
You needed it. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Fucking hell.
But
would you say with obviously like the model industry, there's judgment of like if you're too skinny, you're too fat, or you're not tall enough? Is that, as you just mentioned, would you say it's quite similar, or with like acting? Are they
less so? But for sure, man. I think every industry's got their thing and got their sort of discriminatories. It's less so. Modeling is very much
brutal.
It's the step up on sort of acting. You've got your acting to cover and hide behind. Like if you're a shit actor and you look you don't look right,
fit the part.
There's no chance. But like it's like on the rare occasion that you're a good actor and they really, really like you, they'll mold it around you. Like they'll come around you. Or if you're going for the main character, they'll mold the rest of the cast around what you look like.
Okay.
But it's not unsimilar to the modeling sort of industry. But that's fucking brutal, man.
Oh, mate, I've heard stories.
Yeah.
Have you would you say that 5-year period was like your like toughest challenge you've had while like being in industry, or?
So far,
Yeah.
I think that was a tough period. I was like still doing things in school. Like I was doing school plays and school musicals, so it wasn't like I wasn't acting. It's not like I wasn't doing work. But like I think the toughest, most challenging times are still ahead of me.
Yeah. It's good.
Which is good. It's something to you know, strive to
still
not
so
have
young
to
as
go
well.
through. Yeah, I think at school it's so easy to sort of to not fall into that because you know you can do school plays and you can do sort of that shit. Yeah, I think for sure it's still ahead of me.
Yeah, mate, fair enough, eh?
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Oh, I've just lost my question. Okay. Oh yeah. And like, what do you see in the future? Like, is there something? Is there a certain way you want to go? Do you want to move to the States and like go? I mean, it's way more. It's probably obviously it's way crazier there. Or like, what are you looking?
I think
any goals?
Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah.
I think I'm looking at going to the US at the end of the year.
Oh,
which will be fun and scary.
Very.
I've been meaning to get US representation for a long time. But I really want to do it in person. Like I really want to get over there and, you know, shake their hands and look into their eyes and go, "Don't fuck with me." Because I feel like a lot of the time, from what I've heard, like over there, it's so different to here. Where in the industry, you can get promised so much. You get promised everything, and just a lot of the time, there's no delivery.
Whole lot of bullshit.
Whole lot of talk, not a lot of walk. And I want to get over there and go. And just look them and just see. You know, you know how you can catch a vibe off someone.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. I kind of want to do that. So yeah.
No, good stuff, eh?
Yeah.
Good stuff, eh?
I think I'll try and spend a little bit of time there.
You should. Yeah. And like currently, like what's like a day in the life? Like when audition. So like you're auditioning. Like how do you what do you do to lead up for audition? Are you like? I'm curious for this myself, honestly. Like, and you still doing self tapes and stuff, or is it just like, straight?
That's pretty much all it is.
Oh, really?
Tapes,
yeah.
So day in the life, dude, I do.
Break it down.
All.
Break it down.
I do. Fuck all. I don't know, man. I wake up at 9 and I go for a swim at Clavelli.
Good man.
And you know, I get an acai bowl and I go to bed. You know,
good man. That's it. Good man.
But you know, if I work, I have my side hustles. I work at a bar and I do table tennis coaching. Shout out Will Woodhams.
Yeah, once again. Jesus, all the love from him today.
And but when an audition comes across, my agent will send it, and normally there's like a 2-day turnaround. Like,
oh, really?
If I get it sent on Tuesday, I'll have to have it in by Thursday, Friday, which is like, and it'll be like 6 to 12 pages of lines, and so like you kind of have to get straight onto it. That's why I kind of like to leave the week free, in case something comes across.
Up. Yeah.
So I can just sort of sink straight into it.
Yeah.
But it's been, at the moment, it's sort of like pilot season. So if for those who don't know what that is, at the start of every year, it's like a pilot is like the first episode of a series. It's always called a pilot. So they will cast and do a whole lot of shows where they'll shoot just the first episode. And then they'll put it up for review. And if producers like it, they'll produce the rest of the show. So I'm kind of, you know, it's sort of that period at the moment where...
Anything coming up?
No, not at the moment. I'm doing a Clockwork Orange, the play. I'll play with music with the ATYP later this year. But no, nothing. I've got, you know, the 2 films, Everything in Between and Before Dawn coming out this year.
Will there be a lot of like promotion and stuff for those films? And
I don't know. I think so.
Yeah.
I think
a couple interviews maybe.
Maybe I don't like.
We'll have to get you back on here.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. But Everything in Between, I think, it's a lot smaller film. It's a very much an indie film. So I don't know how much press that'll have. But I think Before Dawn, Jordan's got a pretty, you know, he likes things big. And he's, you know, a master at at, promotion and media and at networking. So I'm sure he's got big things planned for the film.
Is he looking for like a production company to like?
Oh, he's got his own production company.
Oh, does he? Okay.
Yeah.
And he would just distribute it, or
I think so.
How does that go?
I don't really know. I'm not part of that side, but I know he's got big plans for it,
well, that's
which
awesome.
is really cool. I'm sure.
I
think that'll have a big premiere, and
oh wow.
I think we'll have some press for that, which will be
awesome.
Fun. Yeah.
Just spread the word, eh? Get yourself more gigs, hopefully.
Yeah. Hopefully. It's such a great cast.
Yeah.
Such an awesome Aussie cast. We've got Stephen Peacock, we've got Tim Franklin, we've got Travis Jeffries, we've got Elkson Bold, we've got Levi Miller. Like it's such a. We've got it's just so many, so many awesome people.
Yeah.
Miles Pollard.
Just keep naming names.
Yeah, it's. I'm so fortunate to have worked with these people, and I think that the film will get a good release because of the names attached.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Did you learn a lot from filming that and like just on set process? Yeah,
man. I got to set the first day of shooting.
Yeah.
I can't really say what the scene was.
Yeah, that's
but
fine.
It was an intense scene, and first shot was there was two characters sort of having a little bit of a scuffle.
Yeah.
And they had the rain machine on.
Jesus.
And I was like my two friends were they went for it.
Yeah.
And I was watching it. I got in and I was like sort of having a little giggle.
Yeah.
And like I was like, whoa, this is so fun. This is so crazy. Like I've got the rain on and we're in the mud. Like this is so real now. Like we're actually shooting. And then he called action and I went like just everything flipped. I was like, oh, what? Oh shit, we're in. Like, it got serious. And then I was like, oh, okay. This is, they're going for it. They're really, and it's sort of, when you work with good actors, when you have a scene with good actors, there's nothing better because you're only as good as your scene partner, and they're phenomenal. Levi and Trav and Ed, they're all like everyone involved is so phenomenal.
And the four of you, would you shoot most of your scenes? Most of your scenes were they like shot with the other three boys?
We tried to. There was Levi, Trav, Ed, Peter, Sullivan. There was a few other boys. And we were a big cohort. And like even if the scene was on one of someone else. They always tried to have us in the background, so we pretty much were there all the time.
Oh, great.
Like even if we're just a blur in the background, it's sort of the minute detail of like we're always with each other, or like we'll be walking in the background or something. But we spent a lot of time together.
That's cool. Any other cool moments on set then?
So many. It's such a shame because I can't talk about a lot of them. But yeah, dude, it was fucking fun. I can't wait to see it. And
watch the movie, everybody. November,
when it comes out, I'll come back.
What is it? 11th?
No, I don't know. It doesn't have a date yet.
Doesn't have a date yet?
Yeah, it's just November.
November. Okay, so November. Follow at Jordan. Was it at Jordan Dulieu?
At _ Jordan Dulieu.
And then he'll post all about it, I would imagine.
Yeah.
And your other film, what was that like on set? How did that?
So different.
Yeah. So what's that about?
That's about it's sort of similar to, Fault in Our Stars sort of vibe.
Yeah.
It's about like a suicidal teen.
Oh, shit.
Who,
did you play this teen?
I played the suicidal teen.
Oh.
It's about a suicidal teen who meets a terminally ill lady and she sort of teaches him how to live and appreciate life. That's sort of the general vibe of the film.
That's cool though. That's really cool.
It's beautiful, man. And I've seen it. We had the screening the other day, and I'm really happy with it. But I don't know when that's going to... I think the director, Nadi Shah, wants to put it through a festival first before a release. But if it doesn't make a festival, it'll have a theatrical release in May, I think, I believe.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, which would be fun. Yeah.
How was it like getting into character for suicide?
Dude, yeah.
That's... with playing characters with mental health issues and how bad the world is at the moment with all.
Well, that's the thing. That's sort of why I took it.
That's awesome. That's really cool.
Because there's so. I don't know a person who doesn't have mental health issues. Especially
It's horrible.
It's such a big thing for men as well. Like, and I had a friend a couple of years ago who passed away.
Sorry about that.
It's okay, but he, you know, he was such a happy guy. Like we called him happy actually, because he was always the happiest guy in the room.
You don't know.
Never know. Check in on your mates.
Yeah, please do. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Great initiative.
Yeah.
And when I Ned on, Ned Wheeland, and he's big ambassador, like one of the biggest ones in Australia. Yeah. And we're talking about like all the stuff, and he's just saying, like, shit you don't even know. Yeah. Like you don't even think about, bro.
You really don't. And a lot of the time it is that quiet dude or the happy dude.
It is.
Or, you know, or the guy that you wouldn't think to check in on. But I sort of took that film for, you know, because it's such a close thing to me. And I mean, I don't know how I did. I haven't had reviews yet. Yeah. But because it's so important and mental health is such a big thing that needs to be discussed.
I hope this is shared. Like, I hope it's shared a lot, because films and projects about mental health and about people still don't know. You know what I mean? When we're growing up, did you know? I didn't know anybody about suicide. I'm not saying I would joke about it, but like it wasn't, you know, a serious conversation.
But it wasn't like you walk around school and people would be like, oh, "Fuck off, just kill yourself."
Exactly.
Something like that.
Exactly.
And a lot of people would take that with them, you know.
Mm-hmm. And now, like, looking at the last 4 to 5 years, I'm like, shit, I've known this person, and this person, and then another person I just passed away from killing himself. No, it's alright. Yeah. But like, even you don't know. It's
a fucking awful thing.
It is.
And it's something that, you know, I think is changing. It is, and
it needs to.
I've got a friend, Pat Clifton, who went to Web.
Yes.
He runs
his podcast talks all about. Yes.
Yeah.
What is it called again?
Turn Up a Talk. Yeah.
That's all about mental health, right?
All about sports mental health.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So, you know, he's a big ambassador for it as well. Yeah. So it's a good thing. You know, it's getting talked about. It's getting talked about, which is crazy, because, you know, 10 years ago we were at school.
This conversation would be happening right now. No. Exactly.
But yeah, I think that's, you know, it'll be an interesting one to see how it goes.
No, congrats. And honestly,
thanks,
hopefully it goes well.
Thank you very much.
But like, with your acting, with the whole acting industry and you doing it back to mental health, how is it? Like, does it mentally drain you? Can you?
It does. Yeah. Like it when you're doing a film or a show or you know, you have to allocate time to chill. Yeah. Because, you know, you can get you work when I was doing everything in between. It was I was the lead in that film, and it was it's every single day, and you've got to learn lines, and you just have to pace yourself.
And you're playing someone who's going through mental health, like.
Exactly, and like you kind of get to you can't fall into it. It's so easy just to go and feel sorry for yourself, and then just make yourself exhausted. You kind of have to just be mentally strong and just think about the end product. Yeah,
that's awesome though.
Yeah, it's cool. It's tough. It's tough, but it's also, you know, the best job in the world.
Yeah.
You know, I would not want to do anything else.
Oh, really? Well, that's good that you love it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where did that passion come from? Like, what inspires, what gets you out of the bed and like, you know what, I want to be an actor. I want to be in the big screens.
I think, for me, the biggest reason I do it is to entertain people. You know? It's at the end of the day, you're creating art for an audience to you know, look at and watch and form opinions about. And I think for me, the whole reason I do it is just so that I can take someone for 2.5 hours out of their life and engross them in something else. You know, they can leave all their... When you walk into a cinema, you're not thinking about your life. You're watching a film. And that's kind of the whole reason I do it, is so that people can just chill. I mean, it's you know, I say that, but then you know, the films I do are about depression and World War I, which is fucking stressful as fuck. But you know, it still takes you out of your life.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? And
it does.
It places you in this place of this world of nothing else matters for 2.5 hours. You know, you're watching a film, and that's my goal is just to, if I can have one person, if they're, back to mental health. Like if one person isn't feeling great, and I can bring them out of that for 2 hours, that's my job is achieved.
What was like? What was it like? What's everything in between? Everything in between.
Yeah.
Everything in between. What was it like that on set?
It was good. It was so different, man.
Yeah.
We shot it.
Shut up. Fucking hell. Sorry, guys.
He's loving it.
I know, he's having a great time. Make your money, mate. Jesus Christ.
It was such a different vibe, man.
Yeah.
Much smaller crew. We shot in Bondi and
oh, really?
Cruz
Oh,
and, in Randwick and stuff.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
local, super local.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of fun. It was just a lot of fun. Got to... Shooting on location is so good. Beautiful places. We went to the cliffs. We went to, and just fun. It was just fun.
That's awesome.
Great cast. A bunch of fun people. Yeah.
Mainly people your age?
No, I was actually the youngest.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
The female lead is, I think, 10 years older than me.
Okay, so she's like playing like a mother figure.
No, she plays the lover.
Oh,
the love
older women.
And then there was my mum and my dad, who in their 40s, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
So were you playing like a high school kid or?
First year out of uni.
First year out of uni.
Oh no, first year out of school
and
in uni.
Yeah. Ah, okay. So it's like full like backstory. Where does the character go to university?
We're not allowed to say UNSW, so we went with UNS.
UNS. Oh God.
UNS.
And like with these characters, like will these directors like write like a full like whole blurb about like who you are?
Yeah.
About that.
They have a whole character description.
Yeah.
Which and you work on that. They have the script and and you kind of get to do that. It's the biggest truck I've ever seen.
I know, but that was huge.
You kind of get to do that yourself. That's a whole part of being the actor. Is you get to make those decisions.
Oh, okay.
You work on those sort of description with the director, but at the end of the day, it's your character. So you do what you want.
Because you wear whatever you want on set.
No, that's what the costume designer does.
But like for a character like, with a uni student character, like, what do you wear? That's
the thing is like what? Like what's a casual thing to wear? I don't know. Like the costume designer was amazing. His name was Andrew. He smashed it. They always do. It's such a funny thing when you get into costume because like that shirt wouldn't be allowed. Sam's wearing a assembly label shirt.
Shout out.
But even this, like a Deus jumper, it's not allowed because it's branded. So like you get on set and you get into costume and nothing's got anything on it, and you're like, fuck, this is a bit plain. And then you watch it back and it just doesn't matter because they do such a good job of building it.
Yeah, it's just close at the end of the day.
Yeah.
This is do you know Ali Plumbers? He works on BBC. He's like one of the big interviewers.
Ali Plumber, I think so.
He has this one question that he always does.
Yeah.
Do you have any mementos or anything cool you've got from set?
Yeah, I do actually, I think. Nothing cool. For everything in between, I took a Rubik's Cube.
Oh, yeah. Why?
Because my character was meant to be like this super smart, philosophical guy.
Oh, really?
And he was obsessed with Rubik's Cubes. So I took a Rubik's Cube.
So did you learn how to do a Rubik's Cube?
No. I was supposed to, and I didn't.
Did they get a stand-in to do a Rubik's Cube?
Yep.
So if you see those hands moving, they're not Jordan's.
Not me. No, actually, there was someone on set, the props guy. He like solved it, and then did like 3 moves, and were like, "Do these moves."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Okay, yeah, cool."
Yeah.
And I fucked it up. I couldn't do it. And he was
Brutal.
like, "Fuck, man, that's the only one I've got." And then he was like, "That's what I told you. I have a sped. Don't fuck this one up, though."
Did you get there in the end?
Yeah, I got there.
Okay, good.
We did it. We did it. So I've got a Rubik's Cube from everything in between. What do I have from Before Dawn? They gave us a whole bunch of shit, actually. We've got hats and jackets. And I've got my chair.
Like what says like Dulieu or something
Jordan
on the back.
Dulieu. He's got the Prince Rap Productions thing on the back. What else? I definitely took something. Oh, I know what I've got. I've got my medals.
Oh, wow.
My dog tags.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's it.
They're hanging up on my wall. They're really cool. It says Ned Wright.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so we spoke about a lot of stuff. One, I just completely... Where was I? Okay. Did that. Okay, so your mates, you had some pretty, like... I assume your mates hate this word as well, influencer. I hate the word influencer.
Yeah.
Because my grandma was trying to... I spoke to my grandma. We had lunches, and I'm like... She's asking about, like, the podcast, like... What does the person you have on gain? What do you gain? And then, like, what are you? I'm like, I guess I'm like a micro influencer, but like, I don't like, but like, it's not, the word influencer is like disgusting.
It's a fucking disgusting word.
But you have like,
I say that to Gib all the time. I always call him an influencer.
And then you got Jackson
and Loki.
They're cool dudes. I met Jackson.
Yeah.
First, we're gonna talk about that story at Chief last Wednesday. That was.
Yeah, 2 Wednesdays ago now.
Oh my god, it was 2 Wednesdays ago.
Yeah, we were at the Chief. Do you want to tell the story?
I can tell the story. So I met Jackson. I've known Jordan for years. So Jordan's like, oh Sam, what's up? So we walk over the other side of the bar. I'm like, hey Jordan, how are you? And he's like, oh, this is Jackson. And I didn't know Jackson at the point was a YouTuber. And I'm like, hi Jackson, how's it going on? Blah blah blah. And then a bunch of people come up to him, and I'm like, to Jordan, I'm like, who is this guy? Is he like famous or something? And then this random guy comes up to us and is like, do you want a Jaeger bomb? And we're like, yeah, why not? And this is about, what was it, like 3 or 4?
Well, before you came, he bought me and Jackson 2 already.
Yeah.
When you came over, yeah, he's just started buying it. It was you and someone else came over, and he was like, guys, let's go.
I know, I was like,
and then he bought us like another 3. I think we calculate he spent it over over
Jackson
$500
did it on his phone. I remember,
on Jaeger bombs.
Yeah.
Which at the Chief, which is just depressing.
It's brutally priced. The dude,
he
bought like 6 of them at one, like
so much, dude.
Yeah,
and like the most eastern suburbs thing ever. He was like, which card should I use? Should I use my card or Dad's card? I was like, and use Dad's card.
And bro, he was like 30 or 40.
Yeah. He was an old dude. Yeah. I mean, I'm not fucking complaining.
I'm not either.
I got like 5 Jaeger bombs.
Mate, I did as well. It went, and I didn't feel it at all, but like, fuck, Jaeger bombs, they do hit. They come in later. Yeah, I love a Jaeger bomb. They're just so expensive. Oh, mate.
That's why I was stoked.
The worst is at Cargo Bar. I played once.
I've never been to Cargo Bar.
Oh, you have to. Yeah. Recommend it a lot.
Where's that?
Brangaroo.
Oh, right. Brangaroo. Sorry. I laugh because our friend Roman Katetsky took us there once.
Oh, really?
It was the worst night I've ever had, I think.
I can't, really?
Well, it was like the first weekend when pubs were open. Yeah, that's and everything was at capacity.
Was dance floors open at this point?
No.
Yeah, that's
there was one I think Cargo was the only place that had a dance floor open. Mm-hmm. And he was like, guys, we don't need a book. Let's just rock up. No one's going to be... And it was packed.
What time were you there?
Like 10.
That's why.
Yeah.
You were like, mad early.
Why would we A, get there at 10, B, go to Barangaroo when lockdown's just finished? This is a cocktail of bad ideas.
Yeah.
So that's why, sorry for laughing at Barangaroo, but...
No, you're right. Barangaroo.
I think it's a funny...
No. Oh, bro, it's brutal. You have to get there like an 8.
Yeah. I remember he took us to like some bar, and it was just shit. He was like, guys, this is awesome. And I was like, Roman... There's 50-year-olds around us.
Oh, wait, was that
Bungalow
8 maybe?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, known for old people.
Yeah, I was like, this is shit. And it was raining and windy.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
It's fine. It was a good time anyway.
Yeah. What happened what happened after we said goodbye at Chief, and then what happened after that?
I don't even really remember. I think I went to the Pokies, I think, with Jackson.
Did you get a win?
I did not get a win, unfortunately.
That's why I don't do it.
But I had money in the machine.
Yeah.
And I needed to go to the toilet.
Yeah.
So I went to the little boys' room.
The little boys' room.
The little boys' room. And I went and, did my business, walked back. And, and I went to walk in, and one of the security guards were like, what are you doing? I was like, just going back to my machine. I've got money in the thing. He was like, no, you don't. No, you're not going anywhere. And I was like, huh? My mate's in there, my wallet and my phone are in there. And I've got money in the, and he was just, it just went on and on. And then I walked in and I showed them, and he was like, right, we'll grab your shit. And I'm like, no, I've got money in the machine. Like, I'm not leaving my money in the machine. And there was another bouncer there who just flaked on me. I was like, dude, you've been here chatting to us. Can you say that, we were just, and he was like, oh, yeah, but you've only been here a little bit. And he was like, yeah, I don't remember that. And I was like, oh, fuck you, dude.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
But whatever, I don't want to be here anyway.
Shove, putting Shafe on blast, your securities are stuck up cunts.
Yeah. Shafe, fix his shit.
We like Shafe. There's not many of us, Ace of Suburbs kids, that are that are 19, 20. I'm almost 21 and I still go to Shafe. So fix your fucking security guards. I get bullied about it.
Yeah.
On the daily.
Well, if we go to the Shafe.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I think I've reached a point. The only reason I went was because I thought Jackson and Lockie were in Sydney, and it was a Wednesday, and they couldn't come to Sydney on a Wednesday. They wanted to go out.
Yeah.
And you can't come to Sydney and not experience Shafe at least once.
Yeah. Have they? Because they've been here before, though, right?
Yeah, but that was their first time at a Wednesday. Wednesday.
I hate to say it, since they are well known. I only saw it for a bit, but man, not little kids, a bunch of kids. Oh my God, you're Jackson from YouTube.
Yeah.
Does he get that? He would get that a lot, right?
Yeah. They get it a bit. Gib gets it a lot as well.
Oh yeah, well Gib's on everybody's For You page.
Yeah, Gib.
He's a funny motherfucker.
He's a really good guy. We went to the Bondi Junction.
Yeah.
The other day to get for feed. We didn't even look at the time.
Yeah.
It was like 3:30, and I was just like, fucking hell.
Yeah, really?
It's for, I mean, I'm not the one getting recognized, but he is, and for him, he loves it because it's, his work is getting recognized, and
good on him.
It's
I've
such an awesome thing.
Happy for him.
Yeah, it's such an awesome, cool thing for him. He's wanted to be a comedian since for as long as he can remember, and he's getting really good recognition and really good work out of it, and good money out of it, which is really cool.
Good on him.
But it's so funny going to Bondi Junction and just hordes of people come up, and I go, why do you want a photo with him? Because I've been best mates with him since I was in year 7, and it's like now it's like, why the fuck would you want a photo with Gib?
Yeah. Have you had anybody come up to you and be like, oh, can I go a photo, Jordan?
When my pet Dinosaur immediately like within that week.
Yeah.
But other than that, I got it a bit when I was in Esperance, but that was more pity because I wanted photos with Levi and Ed.
Yeah.
And occasionally they'll go, come on, you get in it as well. And I'll go, when I'm with Gib and Ed, and they'll go, get in it as well. I'm like, you guys definitely don't know who I am. You do not. And they're like, no, but come on anyway. And I'll go,
okay, I guess.
I'll take the photo.
Why not? A couple Instagram
And they're like,
tags.
no, we want you in it. I go, okay, fine. Fine. It's such an interesting thing.
It is.
The whole getting recognized.
It's weird, isn't it?
It's bizarre. It happened a lot in Esperance where we shot Before Dawn.
Yeah.
For Tim Franklin, because he did Home and Away for 3 years.
Yeah.
And rural towns ate up Home and Away. They love it.
Oh, really?
And, we had Stephen Peacock and Tim and Miles Pollard, who were all they all ran their course on Home and Away, so they were all freaking out.
Yeah. Oh, wow, really?
The small town.
We need a Jordan Dulieu. Oh my God, Jordan Dulieu, no way.
Nah, I hope not.
We need some stands.
Yeah.
Someone make a Twitter page, Jordan Dulieu stands.
No, I think for me, fame's not such a big thing. I just want to be successful.
Yeah.
That's all I want.
That's how I honestly, that's how I feel as well. Weird thing did happen. So I was at a mate's, it was a birthday, and I had about 5-6 people I'd never seen in my life. You're the podcast guy, right?
I'm the podcast
guy? No, that's what they said to
really?
me. Yeah,
that's
you're the podcast. I'm like, what? It's weird. It's weird, and I just have a couple hundred people listening to this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes not even that.
Yeah.
But random people in my life being like, you're the podcast guy.
It's a bizarre thing.
It's very weird.
It's bizarre. But
say you get to that point, say this before Dawn gets to that point, and how would you think, and how would you feel if some little kid comes up to you, I don't know, asks people don't really ask for signatures anymore, but like...
Yeah. Well, I actually had, when my pet Dinosaur released, I had like these two kids from England send me fan mail.
Really?
And I was like, whoa, that's
from
a fucking...
England?
Yeah.
Was it released globally?
Sorry?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Man. It did really well in China for some reason.
Really? I know
like, it didn't do well here at all, but it was like it was above A Quiet Place.
What?
Yeah, in China, which is bizarre.
Yo, China, call up my boy Dulieu.
Yeah, it was such a weird thing. But
that's awesome.
I think I've been around it a lot.
Like,
Like every time I go out now with Gib, he'll get recognized. And
is it that bad or not? It's a good thing, but is it
it doesn't bother him. It's kind of, it's nice, it's rewarding.
Yeah.
And but I think I've been around it enough to sort of know how I would navigate it. You just go, you guys want a photo or something like that. I don't know if I'll ever get to that point.
You will, trust me. Keep the hard work going, mate.
We'll see.
I believe it.
Thanks, man. We'll see.
Of course,
but yeah, again, I strive for success, not fame. So,
mate, that's what you want though. At the end of the day, fame comes with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
As long as if you're respected in the industry for doing good work,
you
would rather want that at the end of the day.
Yeah, exactly.
And do you have any cool stories with the boys?
With the
influence.
With the influencers.
They need to find up a new word for that.
I call Give that all the time, and he gets really mad because he doesn't want to be an influencer. He's a comedian. He's a comedian, but also like he's big on TikTok.
I would watch his stand-up shows.
He's definitely an influencer.
He's mate. As I said, For You page every second video. It seems like I see him.
It's hilarious.
Yeah. Happy for him though. Good on him.
Yeah, he's smashing. I'm really happy.
Yeah.
We've got some funny. It's not really. It's funny because it's not really stories. It's more like funny experiences.
Yeah.
Like it's more the experiences that are just so stupid.
Yeah.
Like so silly. Like the other day, not the other day, a couple of months ago, myself, Pat Clifton, Will Gibb, and our other friend Nathan Shepherd, were at Manana, which is down the south coast. It's like 3 hours down the south coast. And between Manana and there's another beach, I forgot what it's called, but it's like I don't know, 4 kilometers between the two, but between the two is just bush.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Like it's just like
just grass, mate.
Just grass and trees and just shit.
Yeah.
And we were sitting on the front porch having a couple of beers, playing some Articulate, and we just heard this coming from the bush, and we were like,
"What?
Hang on!
Oh wait, hello!"
Like, hold the fuck up! Someone's having a bush stuff. And we're like, holy shit, we've got to go find this bush stuff.
Nah.
And we were maggot at this point. Like, we were already fucked. Like, it was day one, I'm pretty sure. And on the way down, we got four cases and 4 bottles of spirits. And at that point, I think we'd already sunk 2 bottles and 2 cases. So we were good. We were pretty far in.
Good boys.
And we're like, let's go find this fucking bush stuff.
Good.
And we just no path. It had been raining, so everything was muddy.
Yeah.
And we all had only white shoes.
Oh no.
And so we're like, fuck it, let's go. And we start walking into this bush, and spiders everywhere, and just shit everywhere. And we walk down this trail, it's a dead end, we can hear this music, we're getting closer, we walk down another trail, it's another dead end, we go back, we go around, we walk down this other trail, Gib walks through a spider web, just stupid stuff. It's like 11:30 at night, and then we kind of stop and we look at like our map and we go, holy fuck, we're in the middle of nowhere. And like every time we sort of got close to the music, it just would stop. We go, shit, we've lost it. They've heard us. We must be close. So we'd kind of trek deeper. We looked at our phone, we're like, we're in the middle of nowhere.
Jesus
And we turned around to walk back, and Pat Clifton, who, if you don't know, is like this 6'5" giant. He's a big boy. He's a big unit.
Yeah.
We walk forward, and he just goes and like slips and falls on his ass into this big mud puddle. And then it's all muddy and just fucked. And so we're walking back along this trail. It's pitch black. We've got spider webs all over us. We're all muddy as fuck. Our shoes are ruined. And we see these headlights and we go, oh my God, we found it.
Yes.
We found it. We see people talking, and we walk up to them, and we're like, "Hey, boys," and they're like, "Nah, fuck off." And we're like, "Hey, guys," and then we like got closer, and we were like, "Were you guys at the bush stuff?" And they were like, "Yeah, like it's just finished, but yeah, we're thinking maybe another one." And we're like, "Oh yeah, sick." And then they see Gib, and they go, "Holy shit, that's the guy from TikTok." Oh.
Yeah, won't.
Sorry, that was too loud.
No, the computer does that sometimes. You're good.
They're like, holy shit, that's a guy from TikTok. And and they're like, can we get a photo, blah, blah, blah. And we're like, yeah, this is fucked. It's like 12:01 at night.
Oh my God.
And we're getting photos of some guy in the back of his Hilux. There's like 15 people piled into this car. And they're all just like a clown, like, clown cars. They all just pile out and get a photo with Gib. And they're like, this is where we'll be tomorrow night. We're having another rave. And like, sure enough, the next night we went out and just had this random bush doof.
Mate, unreal.
That's
sick. Awesome. That's so sick.
It was such a stupid, fun, sort of dumb thing.
I love that. Even in the bloody country, the guy from TikTok.
Yeah, it's such a silly thing. There was another story. I think I've forgotten it. I had it in my head. It'll come back to me maybe.
Let it come back to you. Drink that water.
What was it? It was. So it's a much shorter story, but it's just a picture of it's hilarious. So when Lockie Fairbairn was in town, like a month ago, Gib and Ed and I and Pat are all really into escape rooms.
I really want to do one badly. I really want to.
I'd recommend you some after the show.
Yeah, please.
We went and did this horror escape room.
Oh wow!
And scariest fucking thing I've ever done in my life. It was massive. Like at one point it started raining on us.
Shit!
Like it was huge.
Where was it?
In the city.
Oh really?
And
awesome.
And it was this horror one, and we had to like ring these bells in order of this time, and then like all the lights went out, and then like the lights came up and there was someone in the room.
What?
And he was dressed in this fucking terrifying mask. We were freaking out. And like for those who don't know, Lockie Fairbairn is like 6'3", and
Jackson's tall. What's Jackson's like? What 6?
He's around 6'2".
Really?
Yeah, or maybe they're taller. They're giant dudes. And Pat Clifton is massive. Like I can't express that enough. He's massive.
Just go on YouTube. There's definitely footy of highlights on YouTube.
Yeah, and then Gibbs. I'm 6 foot. Gibbs a little bit shorter than me, and then Ed's like 5'7" or something.
Right, yeah.
So we're all in this escape room. The lights go out. The lights. And then the lights come up, and this guy's like screaming, like standing there, like doing this fucking terrifying thing. And then like the lights got out again, like really rapidly, and then it's terrifying. Like and we're all screaming, and we're all like trying to find other people. And like I grab Ed and I'm holding Ed like because I'm like terrified.
Fuck.
And then the lights come up again, and Lockie Fairbairn is getting like strangled, and Gib are getting strangled. Pat's like this big teddy bear just in the corner going. They're like on the floor. They're on the floor holding each other, all holding each other, and they're just giants just holding each other, screaming in fear. And we're all screaming. We all lights come up. We stop, and then we just go. Just start laughing. It was the funniest thing in the fucking world. Just seeing these huge men just cuddle each other, just out of sheer fear.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was so funny, so silly.
That's unreal. Yeah. Oh my God.
That was actually Gib just called me just then.
Leave us alone, mate. Seriously.
Yeah.
He was on his podcast. We're on our podcast.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. Fuck off, Gib.
And. Did you beat the escape room?
We did. We got out. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Congrats. Biggest accomplishment of your life. Hopefully.
Yes. I've never failed an escape room, and I.
Oh really?
I also have never failed Wordle.
I still have not got on that.
Sam, you gotta do it.
I'll do it. Okay, I'll do it. I've had too many people say to me. Someone told me about it later. I'm like, what the fuck is Wordle?
You gotta fucking do it. Everyone listening, you have to do a Wordle.
I watched these YouTube. The name called Colin and Samir. They do like sort of.
Oh yeah, I think I've heard of them.
They talk about like pop culture and social media stuff.
Yeah, right.
And they talked about Wordle for the whole thing, and I'm like, bro, okay, if they're talking about it, must be
How
something.
the fuck do you talk about Wordle for
like a
long
20-minute
time?
video.
What?
Yeah, bro.
On Wordle?
All about Wordle.
There's
And
only
they talk,
so much you can say, though.
but they were like explaining how like the guy who made it is now got some is
apparently
crazy
sold it for $1 million, which is
some
stupid. He could have sold
stupid
it for
amount,
20.
and now they're making like 10 times that or something.
It's crazy. He sold it to the New York Times.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep. But I think that's about it. Anything else you want to talk about before we get on to the 10?
Up to you, Sammy. Let's do the 10.
Let's do the 10.
Hell
okay.
yeah.
First question.
Yeah.
Tell us about your most recent social media picture.
I think my most recent social media picture is a headshot.
And how do you have to do headshots like that often? Like how does that work?
Well, I try to do them like once every few years, every 4 years.
Yeah.
But I thought I'd put it up just because I think when casting's looking for you, they've got your headshots and stuff, but they want to have a look at your socials.
Do they look at your socials?
I'm sure they would.
Yeah.
So I thought probably best to put that up.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna want to see like a good photo, as well as like my life stuff. So.
Yeah, oh god, that's gonna be one thing that's come back to me, buddy. If I put up my socials, if they see my Instagram stories, I'm gone. I put up the dumbest shit on Instagram stories.
I did too, dude.
Yeah.
And I like that's kind of part of it though, because people want to see they're human.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Who's your biggest inspiration?
My biggest inspiration.
Tricky one, eh?
Yeah. I think that my biggest inspirations it's a bit of a shit answer, but it'd be my friends. It'd be.
It's actually different. Never heard
really?
friends. Yeah.
I think my biggest inspiration's my friends, because all my friends are doing such amazing things.
Yeah.
And they are either so successful or will be so successful.
Yeah.
You can see that, and I think that just pushes me and makes me strive to be better myself.
That's awesome. You're in a good circle. That's what you want at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to surround yourself with good people
yeah.
to have a good outcome, I think.
Yeah, and your friends that I know are really good people.
Yeah.
Shout out Roman and Oliver Tamsett.
I love you.
Yeah, I haven't been too long. Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Here's a fun one. What was your funniest drunk experience? Worst/funniest. There must be one.
Worst.
All funniest.
Okay.
Cool drunk story.
My best drunk story. I was underage.
As we do in Australia.
Yeah, and I was at formal.
Yeah. Year 10 or 12?
No. It was a postgraduate. It was a university formal.
And you're younger, eh?
Yeah. So I was there and yeah, it was a very, very big night. It was a big night for me. I remember bits of it. I remember getting there.
Oh wow!
And then I remember holding a snake and patting a goat at one point.
Wait, what?
And
I'm going to snake.
And then there was fire dances. There were people blowing fire around. And then I remember there was a shisha tent.
What type of formal was this?
It was Paul's formal. And
Jesus.
there was a shisha tent, and I was smoking shisha, I think, and then there was the fire dances and fireworks going off, and then I was on this massive dance floor with this huge DJ, and then so I was on that. I remember having a great time on there, and then next thing I remember after that is that I was actually up on this on this elevated DJ. I had to climb a ladder to get up there. On this elevated DJ deck, throwing Big Macs into the crowd.
Okay, this is the best.
Throwing Big Macs into the crowd. I'm 16, 17, just throwing shit into the crowd. And then someone goes, "Who are you?" I don't know. And then and they're like, "Get the fuck out of here!" And then someone poured a whole a Gatorade thing of vodka soda on me, and God! I passed out. There's a photo of me back at Gibbs dorm. And I apparently I went back there and I passed out and smacked my head on on the toilet.
Oh my god.
And he thought I died. And then I was vomiting, and it was just
brutal.
Fun experience though.
Mate, that's all time. That might be the all-time best drunk story I've heard on it. That is
just so much random shit.
That is the most that's why you just did so much shit. Here's change it up a little bit. Who was your first celebrity crush?
My first celebrity crush.
And then your current one as well.
My current one as well.
Yeah.
I don't know who my first celebrity crush would have been. I'm trying to think back to the Disney days.
Selena Gomez.
Selena Gomez, maybe even Miley Cyrus.
Oh yeah. Before the drugs.
Yeah. I remember there was there's a yeah. It probably would have been like Miley Cyrus or Selena Gomez or something.
Yeah.
And the current celebrity crush, I don't really see it's weird. It's such a weird thing because I don't know. I just don't. I don't think
you could be working with them, so be fine with your words.
But I don't really see celebrities as I guess they're very well known people, but I don't know them personally, so I can't really make a judgment. I can say they're hot. I think Zendaya is super hot.
Shout out
Zendaya. She's super hot. I think there's a whole bunch of people, actors and musicians. Dua Lipa is fucking so hot. But yeah, I think I need to meet them to have a crush.
I respect it. All this.
If that's a bit of a shit answer.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Get the cop out from the boys for that one.
But next one. What is your favorite activity to do? That's not acting.
Escape rooms.
Okay, how many escape rooms have you done?
I love escape rooms and I love bouldering.
Bowling?
Bouldering.
Bouldering.
Indoor rock climbing without a harness.
Yeah, you were telling me about that. Yeah. Wooden lock. We're doing it.
Yeah,
that's mad. I need to come sometime.
But escape rooms are probably my favorite activity.
How many escape rooms have you done?
Probably going on 15.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Shit. 15
or 16.
Okay, I need to do one.
They're a lot of fun. There's some shit ones, but there's the good ones, bro.
But there was this one in where was it? Gold Coast on oh god, where all the clubs are. I forgot the name of that area.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, but they have escape room right next to all these clubs.
Yeah, right.
Sick. Just fucking random, and they kept every time we walked past, we went out 3-4 times around that area when I was last there, and they're just giving out fucking advertisements every time. Yeah. Come here for escape room. Come here, and there's just someone giving out fucking.
God, it'd probably be shit. Yeah, that and also snorkeling and going to the beach. They're my
big time swimmer.
Big time swimmer. I love the beach. I love snorkeling. I love the ocean.
Okay, well that actually helps the next question.
Oh yeah.
Favorite place you've traveled to?
Vanuatu.
Really?
Yeah.
It's cool.
Vanuatu. It's such a beautiful place.
It is.
And the people are so nice, and the diving is just unmatched. The water is
mate.
Never been in the water where it's just warm.
Oh, no.
It feels like a bath.
Oh, yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Did you go to Iriki? No, I'm thinking of someone else. No, I'm thinking of someone else.
Oh yeah. But Vanuatu and Queenstown in New Zealand.
Oh yeah. I've never been to New Zealand.
Bro, you have to go. It's beautiful.
The food's so good in Vanuatu.
Yeah, dude. It's
all French.
Vanuatu's gorgeous.
A mate of mine was born there.
Really?
Yeah, and he moved over here to go to school.
Yeah,
and he's all his family's there, and he tells me all about how cool it was, and
sick.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah,
that's cool. Have you traveled anywhere for any projects apart from After Dawn? Have you?
Before Dawn.
Before Dawn, sorry. After Dawn's another movie. Before Dawn, Jesus, what a terrible host.
So I've been to Western Australia for Before Dawn. I had to go to Melbourne. I did this small spot for a Netflix show called Clickbait.
Oh yeah, I know.
I didn't sadly end up using my. I was playing a flashback of Adrian Grenier, who was the lead.
My favorite show of all time is Entourage.
Yeah.
So that that would have been awesome.
Yeah, it was a great experience. Except they dyed my hair black, and I had a really bad allergic reaction to it.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Fuck.
For a while.
Shit.
But that was a lot of fun.
Did you meet him?
No, but I went in. So random.
Yeah.
I keep running into him, and I
really?
Not Adrian, but Tim O'Matic.
What?
I've run into him a lot. Like it's the most bizarre thing.
Where at?
So when I was doing clickbait, I went and got lunch and I sat down and I was, as you do, I just sat down and went, "Hey mate, how are you?" "Hey Tim, I'm Attic." It's so random. But Western Australia and Melbourne are the two places.
Yeah,
the rest cool. I've shaved the shot in the Blue Mountains or in Sydney. So, which is sick.
That's awesome. If you would have got that role, oh mate, I would have been legit on.
I shot it. I did get the role.
They just cut it.
And they just cut it. They didn't need it. I knew that it wasn't going to get used. It was a flashback, and it was like 2 scenes.
Oh really?
But like the experience,
nonetheless,
was sick.
And
I went to Brisbane to do a short film. That's the other thing I did. Yeah.
That's so cool. Like Netflix production. That's awesome.
It's cool, man. Yeah.
Moving on to the next one. What are your goals the next year or two?
My goal for the I'm moving out soon, so money goals is to get the bread and to sort of be a bit more money conscious.
Found any cool places?
Not yet. We haven't started looking because Gibbs about to do a show in Melbourne for Melbourne Comedy Festival.
Oh, easy.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Ed's just wrapping up a show.
So the three of you going to move in?
Yeah, we're going to move out together, the three of us.
That's awesome.
So, be a bit more money conscious. And also just keep trying, keep pushing, try and get another role. Try and put everything I can into it.
Keep working, bro. Just keep working.
Keep pushing, keep grinding.
Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Horrible question, I know, but...
In the next 5 years, I see myself still trying, I think. Still... Hopefully, by then I would have, been over to the US, and hopefully by then I would have done another project or 2 projects. But, you never know.
You never know.
You just know. It's such an unpredictable, thing.
Yeah.
I might not get work for the next 10 years. But as long as, fingers crossed, not.
Yeah.
But it's just one of those things you just got to stick to. So in the next 5 years, I hope that I've had a couple more things. And I've met some more people.
Yeah.
Just I hope I'm still living and trying to stay humble and...
Good man.
Yeah.
Good luck with everything.
Thank you.
That's all you can say, eh?
Thank you.
What is something you're working on that we haven't spoken about? Anything? Any other?
Anything? Something? Not really, man. I think we've touched a little bit. I mean, I'm doing a play later this year called A Clockwork Orange, a play with music with A2IP, which will be a whole lot of fun. If you've not seen the film, check it out.
Orange. Yep.
It's crazy.
So you'll be singing?
It's not really singing. It's more a play, but it's about like a psychopath, pretty much.
Oh, real? Wow.
Who gets reformed?
Do you know where will that be?
It'll be at the new Rebel Wilson Theatre, at the Wharf.
Oh, mad.
Yeah,
that's awesome. So buy tickets. Everybody on the lookout.
Yeah, keep an eye out. That'll be like August.
Mad. That's sick. Oh shit, we're getting pretty close, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, here's the fun one that everybody loves. Number 10. What is something you wish was legal in Australia?
What do I wish would be legal in Australia? God, there's so many things.
I know.
I don't know. I'm sure there's better answers, but fuck, that's a toughie.
It is a tough one, eh? It is.
Because there's the easy answer.
Yeah, I know.
Of saying like marijuana.
That's what I say, but I say it for different reasons.
Yeah.
Start my own company, be the white Mike Tyson of the weed industry.
There's a lot of money in it, and also it helps a lot of people. Yeah. I think marijuana, because I think not for recreational use, sure, but it's got a lot of benefits for other people, like people with, what's it called when your hand's shaking?
God,
I forgot it.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
but there's a lot of people with medical issues where marijuana would help, and it just it is. Marijuana products are legal for things like that.
Yeah.
But it just if it'd be a bit more accessible, that'd be pretty cool. But yeah, I think probably that. Yeah, medical marijuana would be awesome for people who need it.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Last thing. So we
Yeah.
did this thing called This Week's W's and L's. So what's like a W, a win you've taken this week, and the one that's
A
a
win I've
loss?
taken this week and a loss.
Or something maybe you've seen. That's been a W and L.
What day is it? It's Thursday, isn't it?
Friday.
Friday.
Yep.
Freaky Friday.
Freaky Friday.
Freaky Friday. What's a win and a loss? Win. A win. I don't know. I think I did. I think I don't know. I did. I'm pretty happy with my auditions that I've done this week. That's a pretty good win.
Good stuff.
For L's, I don't take many L's.
Hey, yeah, let's go.
I try not to focus on the L's.
Yeah.
So I don't really think there is an L this week.
Mate,
I think we're good.
Mate, good man.
Yeah.
My W. What has been my? Probably doing this because
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sick.
You're like on the top of the list of like who I wanted.
Oh fucking
to get
hell.
on it. And
Thanks,
then
man.
oh man, of course L. Oh god, what has been an L? Oh my god. Oh, having to do this fucking uni assignment.
Oh,
Jesus Christ, it's boring as fuck.
Yeah.
And finally,
An L. I've got an L.
oh here we go.
The rain. Fuck
Oh,
the rain.
fuck the rain. What?
Fuck the rain.
what
I've been
the-
trying to swim, and I looked out into the harbour like
Bro.
2 days ago, and it was fucking brown.
It actually brings my mood down. Like I actually don't want to like leave the house when it rains.
Why is the harbour
Oh.
brown? It's disgusting. And all the now it's all sharky.
Yeah, no.
There's so many sharks
Oh,
around
it's
Bondi.
brutal.
Bondi tagged like 4 bull sharks the other
Really?
day.
Fucking hell.
Fuck off. I'm so over it.
Oh,
and
mate.
the flooding as well. I feel
Thank God-
so bad
Oh,
for people.
sorry
who've
all
been
the
affected
people,
by
yeah.
that. That's awful.
Oh, it's
That's just
horrible.
An awful
It
thing.
is, it's
Fuck
horrible.
Off, rain. It's getting sunny now, which is good.
Thank God, eh?
But it's also getting cold.
I know. I was bloody I was working last night.
Yeah.
I was bloody freezing my ass
The
off.
wind is
It's
chilly.
freezing, mate. I couldn't even. The wind was so like a couple of nights ago. I'm working at the uni,
Yeah,
and
sick.
I'm walking home from Broadway, and I couldn't even walk straight because the wind's fucking pushing us so hard.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm about to fall over. And then the rain, it's like torrential rain as well.
It's fucked.
Oh, it's brutal.
I think we've seen the worst.
Let's hopefully we've seen the worst.
And it can piss off now for
I
another
know,
6 months,
I
I
know.
think.
Okay, and this is a question I'll ask everybody.
Yeah.
You can answer it as well. What did you learn from the pandemic and being in lockdown?
I think I learnt patience
Mm-hmm.
and like a lot more patience, and I think I learnt to appreciate things a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
To appreciate my friends who
Mhm.
we weren't allowed to see
Yeah,
throughout the
it's
lockdown,
brutal, eh?
and like just quality time
Mhm.
and being just not like we live in such a beautiful country, and like
Very
that,
blessed.
without the pandemic we probably wouldn't have realized how lucky we are.
Yeah.
We've got so much access to so much shit.
Good
We're
way to
getting
put it.
$750 a week when we're in lockdown. What the fuck? That's awesome.
I know. How good's that?
That's awesome that we have that accessibility. So I think just appreciation for
Yeah.
where we are and where we live, and patience are the two biggest things I learned.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. That's it.
Sick. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank
Sam.
you for being on. And Jordan's, what's your Instagram and any if there's any agents or anybody that wants to give Jordan a role, hit him up on.
Any producers, hit me up.
Hit him up. What is it?
At _Jordan Dulieu _.
Is anywhere else? Anything else you want to shout out?
I think my gram's pretty much it.
And then look forward for the dates. We've got
Before Dawn in November. We've got Everything in Between in around May. And we've got A Clockwork Orange in August.
So yeah, be aware and please go watch that. I'm sure I will repost some of the films as well and some of the trailers. But
Sammy.
Thanks Jordan for coming
Thank
on.
you
This
so
is
much.
the Reupload podcast, episode 14. We out. There we go.